Yeah. This my blood, this my veins, that's my ancestors we created. Building our society, representation hated. I got roots, I got heart, I got soul deep and embedded. This is our people, all born equal, future and present.
Ever since my birth, they said you have to fit a role. An educated boy with a heart for music soul. Born in the United States, you think I have control over the destiny, those blessed to me. Do I really have a goal? I'm fighting with myself, this shit is really not fair. Doubting every step because my people are not there. A history forgotten, damn they keep it out of sight. Let me spit the heat for a sec, let me show the world that we can fight. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, I'ma kill the hate that's living everywhere in society. 4, 5, 6, this beat's so sick, but they won't come around cause of ignorance. Inside the low on the floor, I am the greatest, I know you want more. I'm more than a man, I'm a king with a dream, with a flow so sick, my style real clean.
This my blood, this my veins, that's my ancestors we created. Building our society, representation hated. I got roots, I got heart, I got soul deep and embedded. This is our people, all born equal, future and present.
Berkeley does seem intimidating, but you just gotta fight it. You learn to fight it, and then just like in the end, be happy that you did.
J.RAP was a track, yeah.
I remember feeling like I didn't belong here my freshman year. I remember feeling like I don't know much, or my school didn't provide this for me, so I probably don't belong here because all the other students get to like have this opportunity, or they already had this like way of thinking.
My academic experience was definitely a lot of a struggle. There's a lot of times where I didn't even know if I was gonna make it through like these past 4+ years. There's so many times when like I would doubt myself, or so many times when I was like really like I thought I put my 100% into something. I'd get the results back and it would be like not even close to what I was hoping for. Sometimes like not even close to others. Just being surrounded by like the thought to myself that like, man, I'm not good enough, or like, am I really doing am I really doing what I want to be doing, or am I really doing like what I should be doing?
Now I've learned to like find myself within my own like classes, within like anything I've gotten involved with, and that's the best thing ever. Once you actually like put aside everybody's like labels or their judgment, like, and think about only you, like I think that's the best thing, because then you see yourself grow in every way you go.
Growing up, even though I was surrounded by Filipinos, I didn't really learn much about like the history, especially because like in school, the Philippines history isn't taught at all. You know, the most we have is maybe like one paragraph in a giant history textbook.
I have no idea who I am. All my parents talk about is how proud I should be that I'm Filipino, that I should never forget my Filipino heritage. But I have no idea what I'm supposed to remember. They lived there till they were my age, but every time I try to ask them about it, I can only get so far.
So from watching my brother's PCN, it made me really want, that was what ignited my my want, my need to learn more about the Philippines culture and the history.
That's when I knew I had to do something.
Dad?
But you don't want to hear about all of these boring things.
Oh, yeah, I do. I really, really do. Please, tell me.
Okay, Antonio. It's time for you to start learning about your family. Time for me to tell you a story.
First, to talk about what it was like being a part of the PCN community. I feel like a stronger connection with everybody there, especially because PCN does take a lot of our time and we're all like very busy students, but we still put so much work into PCN. There's so much different energies and ideas and people that come in. Some of them have a good amount of experience in whatever they're performing, some of them may not, but in the end, just the hard work of everybody just comes together, and it just feels really good to be a part of that process.
PCN is what brings pretty much everyone for every single organization, and people who are not involved with Filipino organizations on campus, like all together.
Wait, there's an entire community of Filipinos on campus? Yes, we have 8 student organizations.
I
Ate, that's so cool. You should join. No, I'm probably too old. I don't know any of the Filipino dialects, and I've never even been to the Philippines. Our orgs are open to everyone. You're definitely not too old. And no matter where you are in your journey of identity, you'd be welcome here.
I was part of PAA, so then I knew only PA people. But then when I got into PCN when I was a freshman, that's when I met a lot of people from other organizations like PAC and PASS. And what brings us together is we want to recognize and acknowledge our struggle and our history, and that it's a whole narrative on Filipino Americans, and that's already a whole complicated narrative in itself, because we're not too Filipino or we're not too American.
If I knew they wanted a nation after, I wouldn't have come.
They didn't. The casting call asked for good-looking, romantic lead.
We kind of go through similarly structured struggles, but we just experience it differently.
Where are you from?
I grew up in the Bay Area.
Sure, but where are you really from?
San Francisco?
But where are your parents from?
The Philippines.
Oh, cool.
Whatever the writing team has planned for the whole production, and with that story, it might resonate with us somehow, maybe dealing with several identities or several positions in society, or even really questioning our sexual orientation. Either way, it's still gonna touch on some part of our lives. It's still gonna affect some people, maybe even our relatives within our own family.
I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not, just to make you happy.
In the end, the whole idea of recognizing our history and acknowledging our struggles, that is what brings us together.
Mga kababayan at kapatid, how do you lift a bahay kubo? It is only with the power of the people.
You get to read a book from a stage, you get to see it from a whole, how people act, see the talent of everybody else, but also the creativity everyone's been working on throughout the PCN process. This story is just not for Pil people, it's for the world, and I think that's what should be emphasized a lot, is that we all have stories, every single culture has a story, and I think it's really important to tell people no, of course I want to know where you're coming from, of course I want to know your background.
Come on, man, you know what I mean. This is America.
Exactly. And we're better to make it happen. I'm just as American as you are, and my race has nothing to do with it.
There's definitely a lot that you can still learn from it, whether it's learn about yourself, learn about Filipinos, learn about your friends that are Filipino, and even if you just want to go and have a nice night, if you don't really feel like learning because you learn all day in class, you can still go because it's exciting. There's so much story put into it, so much heart put into it, so much passion, so much music, dance, so many different aspects that are just really entertaining. So whether you just watching a nice plot, whether you watching something exciting, whether you listening to some beautiful music, there's so many different things you can enjoy from it and learn from it. I would guarantee you like it. All the ones I've been in, I really liked, so if you don't like it, then that's okay. There's always the next years, but I doubt you won't like it. That's why I'm not marketing. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I guarantee it.
Alright, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I know I ramble off a lot too, so feel free to cut out, Yeah.